Right, hello. I finally gave in and bought one of these livistoners from Morrisons. So £12 in a nice sort of basket pot. 2 palms there. I've learnt my lesson. You don't try and separate these type. I think they're livistona roundifolia. Obviously down to the round foliage. I've had one of these a couple of years ago, and I bought it online. I thought, oh lovely, two plants for the price of one, and separated them. One died more or less straight away, and the second dwindled and then died about a year later. So they don't like their roots pulled about too much, especially when they're so close together like these ones are. You're not gonna be able to separate them without doing some damage. At least one of them will die. But I've seen these in there for the last week or two, and to be honest, I tried to resist the urge. You know, I've got quite a lot of palms on the go, but every time I went in there, they must have had about 8 in there to start with, and every time there's a couple more gone, and believe it or not, this was the last one, and I thought, oh, let's just go for it. So like I say, it's not too bad a looking. New frond there is a little bit yellow, but I'm guessing that's probably just fresh out. I'll probably green up. And there is a spear following that one on both as well, so we'll keep an eye on the spears. That's where you're going to see the movement to make sure it's still growing. Incidentally, I did pull the original pot out from the basket, and that was all split down the side, so I had to find another pot of a size that would fit in here in the little basket and repot it, which, to be fair, wasn't a bad thing, because there was a lot of soil missing from around the edges, and obviously where the pot had split, that had sort of come out. So that also gave me the opportunity to get a little bit of compost in there with it as well, just to give it a bit of food, light food over the coming winter. You don't want to be fertilising these through winter, obviously, but at least that'll give it a little bit of something in the soil to keep it going. I did manage to find a slightly deeper pot, so it's got a bit more root room in it. And to be fair, I think these are fairly common indoor plants. Certainly in the UK you see them fairly regularly. Don't know elsewhere, but yeah, so this is pretty new to me, like I say, because I've always sort of steered clear after my original first bad experience. So that's probably down to me, like I say, breaking a lot of roots, but we'll see how they do. I think this is one that looks quite nice. I don't know how big they get. I'd have to do some research, but you could probably keep this fairly small in a small pot, and that'd look nice for a few years, I'd imagine, before you need to worry about potting up. Yeah, so I think that's going to do it for that. I mean, the tag doesn't really tell you much. It just says indoor, and then very little information on the back. You can pause it and read it if you like. Doesn't tell you much. So we'll leave it at that, and maybe after winter and into the spring I'll do an update and see if it's still looking as good, or it's put on any growth or not. Right, thanks for watching.